Meet in Group A. Cristiano Ronaldo's tax affairs continue to make the headlines. You suspect
loads of it's made in the press. As soon as they get a wind of anything like that, it's right, boom, because it's a story. It's a massive story. Whether there's any truth in it or
players, but then Andre needs to be the one that will have to make space. He will have. Andre is good at that.
Well, if they play Russia with the three centre-backs, then...
Not quite Ascot, but there is a race on. Russia are ahead by a couple of lengths thanks to Saturday's win over New Zealand, achieved once in 29 years at major tournaments. As Mark pointed out. It was a perfectly placed ball down far too easily. This is Bernardo Silva. I think you know who he is. So made of his work cut out. Ronaldo is continuing his run. Yuri Zhirkov, who is almost playing as a second striker today. There are 4 players in the starting lineup for Russia. Bernardo Silva. Whipped in decent towards the far post, and Ronaldo is there, and he heads it home. Well, he's still got gas in the tank. He's got money in the bank. I'm telling you, you're still looking at the man. It's his 74th goal, and it's taken him less than 8 minutes to open the scoring in Moscow.
We talked about the full-backs coming forward for Portugal, how they would give the width. They switched the play really well here. And just keep your eye on Ronaldo. He's just staying onside all the time, and he's just looking at the back of Kudrashov, and he just pulls off at the last second. Kudrashov completely misjudges the cross. It's a good ball in, but it's far too easy for Ronaldo. And by the time Akinfeev can actually even attempt to get to the ball, it's over his head. Just completely misread from Kudrashov. Ronaldo, we know how good he is in the air, and that for him was a simple finish.
8 matches before today, and he leads the way.
Well, I think the problem is Ronaldo, for me, phenomenal player, proved it in a few different leagues in Europe as well, and his game's...
Nudge it down the touchline, but it's Portugal come away with the ball, and very quickly they're on the counter, and Ronaldo is sprinting forward again. Andre Silva is lurking, and the cross just isn't quite right from Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a good break from Portugal. Bernardo Silva, once again at the centre of everything that's going well for Portugal. He plays the ball out wide to Ronaldo. He's got 2 players going into the box. He's actually looking to get to that far post, but he just miscues it. I think the one
to worry about doing the math at all when it comes to the final group game. Bit of space to manoeuvre. But he didn't catch it right the first time, allowed it to get away from him, and invited the challenge from Pepe. That's the kind of inspiration they need, Russia. Creativity like that from Golovin.
Taking up some very good positions so far, Ronaldo. He's not playing as an out-and-out centre-forward. He's getting in between the midfield and the defence. And in that situation, Kudrashov completely mistimes the tackle, but the experience of Ronaldo now, just picking up the little area.
Layout for Cristiano Ronaldo. Akinfeev will know all about him. The wall to try and disrupt in front of Akinfeev. It's Cristiano Ronaldo, and those 2 players split to allow a gap.
Silva, Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva, that will create things.
Here's Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who scored the only goal of the game so far. Dancing his way into the penalty area, and very close to getting a second. Still alive for Portugal. Cedric, headed away by...
I think once again here it's the movement from Ronaldo. You see the link up there between the ball goes long to Andre Silva and how easily he gets past Vassine, and it's a good save from Akinfeev. His skill's fantastic. Just a little link up there, the ball's going long to Andre Silva and Ronaldo's just gambling it.
Cedric. Ronaldo. Andre Silva waiting in the centre. Vassine is there. Firm header away by others has come up from the back. A stranger to... This is Andre Gomez. Ronaldo has peeled out towards that far side. Doesn't mean he won't have a go. The plan to party, that there's only one guy that's brought the entertainment so far. Analysis with Mark Poog, actually. Dixon and Jimmy Floyd Hasselback on the way at the break.
Stood out, him and Carvalho were absolutely immense.
Here's Ronaldo. Kudryashov just holding him off. Cedric Suarez with the cross, and there is. And if you can't sell out a big stadium in the capital city when Portugal and the host nation are playing. Gomez. Here's Ronaldo, skipping past one challenge. Andre Gomez, goalkeeper came out a long way and left the goal vacated. And Ronaldo somehow couldn't find it. Well, he's shaky too.
Well, the one thing we've said about Russia, they are committing more men forward, but then they will be open to the counter-attack. They work it really well. Ronaldo plays a lovely little ball in to Andre Gomez and then continues his run, and he's never marked. And I think what he does, I think he actually sees the man on the line. He's trying to see who it is, and he's trying to just arch it to the far post. So I say Semedo, who got back onto the line. I think Ronaldo saw him in his eye vision, and therefore just tried to place...
Long to get the shot away, and by which time Adrian Silva was back to block it. Galloping forward is Ronaldo. Andre Silva is joining the attack. Bernardo is outside him. Here's Bernardo Silva. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's ended up in red square.
Now, once again, it's a counter-attack, and they work it really well. Ronaldo just waiting for some support to get up, and he gets that from Bernardo Silva. And just takes his time here. Bernardo Silva waits for the opportunity. Ronaldo, more often than not, that would hit the back of the net.
So here is the still trying to keep it alive. Smolov on the scene as well. Is there a foul by Smolov? Another good run from right full-back.
I think that's been the frustrating thing for them, especially the first part of this second half. They got themselves into some good positions, especially in wide areas, but it was that final ball wasn't good enough into the box to trouble Patricio.